A South Medford football team had a rough season last year with a record of 2-8. This year, they've bounced back and are heading to the playoffs. But there's one player who's had to overcome his own adversity just to get back on the field. NBC5's Zach Larson is live in studio with more on his story.
Shelly, KOBI-TV didn't make the varsity team for the Panthers at the start of his freshman year, but late in the season, he earned his spot. Little did he know, he had a far tougher road ahead.
Last year we were 2-8 and I was the cameraman, and right now it just feels great to actually play and helping my team win.
From cameraman to leading tackler on the team, 17-year-old KOBI-TV primarily plays on the defensive line for South Medford High School. As a freshman, he didn't make the varsity team, but through hard work and a few injuries, he became a starter on the team by the end of the year. But last summer, his life would take a dramatic turn.
I saw where I was supposed to run to, which was like a stop sign, and then right before I reached it, I tripped, and then I remember rolling over and touching the stop sign, and then that was the last thing I remember before I passed out.
Doctors originally diagnosed it as a heat stroke. He was in the hospital for a week and couldn't eat or drink the whole time. He spent the majority of his summer in his bedroom, trying to stay out of the heat.
I had to stay cool, and we didn't really have AC, so I was just in my room with a bunch of fans on me, and I had to drink 8 liters a day.
KOBI was forced to sit out the entire 2021 season. It wasn't until July that he was diagnosed with stage 2 chronic kidney disease. After months of battling, he thought his football career was over.
There's a lot of times when they said you're clear for very moderate activity, like a year ago in November, and then 2 weeks later they said no more. In January, I thought that I was just done in general. Like, they said that your function isn't going to go back up, so this might just be permanent.
But he's worked his way back, helping lead his team to a 6-3 record this season. Now they're headed back to the playoffs. Although some days are more difficult than others, KOBI says he knows his limits now.
I just have to read my signs. If I feel like something's wrong, then I'm going to say it. I can't be toughing stuff out, because it's how I got in this situation in the first place.
He also told me he hopes to continue to get better. His role could expand, playing some snaps on the offensive line. South Medford's playoff game gets underway at 7 p.m. as they take on Central Catholic, who has just one loss on the season. Live in studio, Zach Larson, NBC5 News.